Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Bikinis After Babies. Today, we have a very special episode. We are calling this Bikini Mom Talk. As the four of us get together and talk about all the things in bikini and fit model world, let me introduce myself, your host, Mandy Rashawn, and hand it over to our other host, IFBB Bikini Pro, Jillian Hughes.
Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. I'm so excited for today's episode. A little backstory, the four of us got together. This was like right after the Olympia, and we had so much fun, and the episode was a big hit. So we have invited Meaghan Taylor and Julie Taylor back, and the four of us are introducing a new segment called Bikini Mom Talk. And we're going to bring you industry scoop, show reviews, talk about things that we're up to, and just sort of bring you a little, bikini roundtable, bikini and fit model roundtable every couple months or so. So welcome. And thanks for tuning in. Welcome, Meaghan and Julie. Of course, Meaghan is Fit Model Pro and Julie a Bikini Pro. So I'm excited to have you guys here.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
Team Taylor in the house.
Yeah, Team Taylor. Love it. So, so we just hit record, but we have already been talking for like 15 minutes about all the tea and all the scoop. And of course, we just had NPC Nationals. There's a lot of opinions about the winners and specifically the fit model winners. And then, of course, we have the Arnold International list came out just a few days ago. We're going to talk about a few other things. The IFBB Pro schedule has come out for 2026. And then we have official rules and guidelines for the IFBB Fit Model category, as well as some changes to bikini and what that's going to look like. So why don't we start off with our Arnold's list?
Yes.
Very excited for this list.
Me too.
Just knowing how Laura Lee came out with her video and talking about like just being vulnerable with everybody and explaining where her headspace was at, where her body was at for Olympia, and then to turn around and be interviewed by Hottie and being like, hey, this is what's going on, this is what's happening, this is the package I'm bringing. It's like, I think we all are just very excited to see her in 12 weeks now. Oh, it'll be great.
Yeah, I think she's going to come back. It's going to be really exciting.
Yeah.
I know. I'm really I think it had to be really hard to make that video, but it was kind of just what we all thought. You know, she said, well, I think like the video she made and then also the interview with Hani, which is a great podcast, but she talked about just having not been on stage in such a long time. Like normally she always does the Arnold and the Olympia, and she sat out from the Arnold, but it sounded like she was having some issues at the beginning of the year that caused her to like take that break. And so just not having that feedback and being in front of the judges, and then, you know, obviously her personal life. So I think we're all excited to see her at the top of the list for the Bikini International. And I know that she probably wouldn't have submitted an entry if she wasn't confident that she was going to be bringing her best. So I think she's aligned with the right people. It sounds like Kim is still going to be involved, Kim Odo, but she's brought on a new trainer, which is, you know, a great decision. Interesting, but
yeah, I think they're going to collaborate.
Not a new trainer, a new coach.
Well, I don't know. I feel like she said Kim is still going to be involved. So
yeah, I think that they're collaborating together to try to like work on the best package for her. I think they're working together, both.
Yeah, like he kind of is filling Damien in on, you know, how her body works and things like that. But I think Damien's her coach.
I sort of understood she was training with Damien because I've seen clips of them training together. And, you know, of course, like her partner had been her trainer, that's not the case anymore. But I've also seen her training with Corey Lindner. So I'm not sure, but I love her. I think everybody's rooting for her. So, but there's so many good names on the list. Like when I was thinking about it, getting ready for this segment, I was like, I don't even know how to pick who I think is going to win.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I did. But what I like is there's what I loved about it is it's varied. There are people that were first call outs, obviously in Olympia, but then there's also second and third call outs. Like, I love how it's just kind of a mix. And I'm so excited to see Phoebe back. I have been
Yes.
following her journey,
Oh,
and I
she
am
looks incredible.
so excited. She looks phenomenal at 12 weeks out. Like, just I saw her video recently.
Yeah.
Because she does her own podcast now with, I forget his name, but
It's
With
Corey.
Corey.
yeah. And it's just great to see this because I with following her journey, I could see that she was excited. You know, originally she was so excited, and she was with Adam, and then I could see her passion for it kind of dropped off over the next couple years, and then now she's been reignited, and I believe she's with the Body Fusion. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's with Jamie.
Yeah.
And so it's just so great to see her reignited and back on the stage again. That was really cool that they accepted her.
I know. She's just amazing. I can't wait to see it. She hasn't been on stage since the Olympia in 2023.
Yeah.
So
It's been a while. And I'd
Wow.
love to hear
Very
her talk.
exciting.
So she could just talk all day and I would just listen to her accent. And
It is very
Yeah.
beautiful.
I'm
know.
really excited for Ashley Kay to be for this because I just saw her at Battle of the Bay.
Yeah.
And to see it in person, I mean, she looked phenomenal. Better than the Olympia.
Wow.
And I really think she didn't do the Arnold the past 2 years, I don't believe.
Right.
Yeah.
One, she was having eye surgery,
Right.
and I'm not sure about last year, but I think it'll be exciting to see her up there with like competing against Laura Lee, not just at the Olympia, now at the Arnold. And I think she'll be bringing her best to look.
Yeah. She just
Yeah.
won the Argentina show too. So I think a lot of people from Olympia, it's come out on a lot of podcasts now and a lot of interviews. The Olympia is such a long show that nobody was really at their best. So now you have such a condensed small show where everybody's coming in like on fire to be
And like
able
the
to see.
pressure, the Olympia pressure, I think
Yeah.
sometimes.
And all
Yeah.
the stuff they have to do leading up to the show. So they have to do like the meet and greet and they have to stay awake.
The
And it's like that
requirements.
and
Right.
all that. It's
a lot.
the Olympia's amazing. It's great. I mean, obviously, but that's just it takes a lot out of an athlete for them to come in their best and do all that and the time.
Yeah.
Right. And a lot of them are flying international. Like it's so they're having to travel on the plane for a very long period of time. And then you think of the jet lag and just how their bodies react. It's a lot to ask.
It is. Yeah. And the pressure too. I mean, Ashley talked the other day on a podcast just how, like, even her with all that experience, like, she's
Right.
still like, it just feels like it's the Olympia, you know, it
Yeah.
feels so much. And I think everybody who reviewed the show said that, you know, people were not at their best. And, you know, I think some people like kind of clapped back. Like, I remember Adam and Ashley did like a body fat testing and they were like, she was conditioned, she was perfect. And then, like,
They
just a
did.
couple weeks ago, they were like, no, she wasn't. So, I mean,
yeah.
whatever. I mean, I think it's just, you know, at the end of the day, like, this is like the stakes are so high and everybody is at their best, you know. So I don't know. I think this is going to be great. I've always loved the Arnold because I love a smaller show with like a super competitive lineup. It's like you can just really watch the routines. I'm like, it was like there was so many routines at the Olympia.
And really like look at each girl.
It's not fair. Yeah. I just feel like they don't get a really good shot because it's just so lengthy and there's so many competitors. At least with here, it's really zoomed in. And I do appreciate that. Yeah.
Yeah. Is anyone going? Are any of you guys going to the Arnold?
I'm going.
Yeah, I got my tickets last week because actually my coaches got invited. So
Oh, okay. Awesome.
definitely gonna go see him. And there's like 4 of us going. So we all got our airline tickets together.
Oh, that's cool.
Amazing.
Yeah,
I know.
I'm excited.
I'm going with I'm going to rep Bikinis After Babies with Toxic Angel, so I'll be at their booth and
Oh,
yeah,
Yay.
so I'll be
Yay. Awesome.
always his ears must have been ringing.
You're
They're so
talking
bad.
about me. Well, I will be in Houston for cheer. So I'll just be, you know, living through you guys and your stories.
Living vicariously.
You're living the fun life.
So fun.
Yeah, I will say I get really lucky because my cousins live like 15 minutes up the road. So I just like drive and stay with my cousins and they'll just drop me off at the venue. But my son does want to go. So actually it is a family affair now this year. So like
My
Carson-
boys did too, but sorry.
yeah. And
Yeah.
I honestly, if I told Carson, I was like, if it wasn't for our family, like just being right there, I probably wouldn't have them go because then it's like just so much more. But they'll just go back and forth between like the house and the expo.
Yeah.
That's
Awesome.
perfect.
So continuing on with our list, we
Yes.
have
Yes.
Ashlyn Little, second at the Olympia and already second at the Olympia for 25, qualified for 26 already. We have Reina Perez, who I mean, every time I talk about her amazing butt and just like her whole she's
And that
she's
little
so
waist
stunning.
and all that.
And I
Oh,
think
yeah.
she represents Mexico, I think, which that's the thing about the Arnold is like they do like really have that international
Yeah.
list, and you'll like as you kind of go down and see all the names, like you can see many countries represented. Jordan Lee, who was 12th at the Olympia this last year. Amy Delgado, of course, we knew we'd see her. She's already qualified for the 26 Olympia. She was 4th at the 25 Olympia. Uliana Shorno,
Don't know
I'm saying that wrong,
who's, yeah.
but
I think
she was,
I think she was the winner last
She
year,
was.
right?
yeah, she
Okay.
was
She
the
was.
Arnold amateur winner. So of
Because
course,
I
if
was
you
like, who is?
win,
And then when I saw
Right.
Sam
I didn't
Smuck,
recognize her
I
name
remembered.
either. Yeah.
yeah, and she was phenomenal. Like I
Oh,
remember,
and I think that was her first show because I made notes about this a little bit, and I think that was her pro card win and like her first show.
It's
Like,
crazy.
yeah,
That is
what do you mean? Like
insane.
first time
No.
she ever competed?
I don't think it's the first time she ever competed. I think it was like her first pro, like her first attempt at like a pro card.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Oh. Wow.
Well, she was stunning. I remember just being like, holy moly. So it'll be interesting to see how she stacks up against these other experienced ladies. And then we have Tiana Weymouth, who
Yeah, that's
is
so excited for
22
her.
years old, but she got her pro
21.
card at
Yeah.
18, and she just recently competed at the Olympia. But like I looked at her competition history, and she's placed really well, you know, for somebody who's so young. I mean, she's consistently sort of in that like 2 through 6 spot. So she's not qualified yet for the 26th Olympia, but she's on the points board. She's got a lot of points already.
Yeah, she just competed at Battle of the Bay. I had a conversation with her in the gym. I met her, and then we were like right in the same hotel. She's such a sweet girl.
Yeah,
And
it's really sweet.
so passionate about the sport and getting to know everybody and just really mature for her age. I'm like so excited for her.
Well, that's how old Laura Lee was when she competed at her first Olympia. So, you know,
Wow.
I think,
Oh, wow.
like, yeah, I mean, she's been at this for so long. And so, I mean, the future is bright for her for sure. Like, Tiana's already doing really well. And yeah, so I'm excited to see her. And then Sharon Ramos, she competed at the Olympia as well. Zinni Chen, she was also competed at the 25 Olympia. She was in the 16 spot, but she's really competitive. And I think she just did, was it Hurricane Pro and was
She
second?
did Hurricane and she did Japan. She came third in Japan and then second in Hurricane.
So she's got a lot of points for the next Olympia. And what we're talking about with points is, I mean, most people know this, but they now have this criteria for qualifying for the Olympia, which is if you win 2 pro shows and you're qualified, top 5 at the most recent Olympia are qualified. You can have lifetime eligibility if you have won, but I think you have to apply if it's been more than like 5 years since
5
you
years.
competed.
Yeah.
And then it's the top 25 in points, and certain shows get more points than others. So there's a list. Pro Bikini News Network has it. I'll link it below, and it's got like the current standings, and they keep it really updated too. So it shows who's, you know, on that leaderboard. And then of course, if somebody wins their second pro show, they go off the points list, and then they've got to keep it up. It's yeah, I mean, it's going to be a really interesting process of sort of what happens next year. But yeah, so and then Marie-Eve Duchesneau from Canada. I love her. She's beautiful. And she competed at the 25 Olympia. And then, of course, we talked about Phoebe and Ashley and Laura Lee. So yeah, it's going to be.
Now, the defending champion, my mind is blanking right now.
It was oh my God, I know it's right at the tip of my tongue.
I know. From last year.
But she's not on this list. Wait.
No, that's why I was wondering.
Yeah,
why?
she's not on the
Why
list.
can't I think of her name? It's at the top of my.
Oh
Vanya?
my gosh, I feel
Vanya.
Vanya.
Yes.
Yeah. I was like, why?
Yeah.
I was surprised that she wasn't
I was
on it.
too.
Maybe she didn't.
Maybe she didn't apply.
Yeah. So remember, she was a little off at the Olympia, and she had an injury.
Was it her back or her?
Oh, that's right. That's right. With her, it was like her neck or back.
Yeah. So So I don't know. I haven't stayed up to date with what's going on with her, but I was surprised not to see her on the list. Who else were you guys expecting to see that you did not see on the list?
Jazzy.
Jazzy, yeah, that's
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Agreed. Yeah, I would have liked
But
to
she's
see her
been
on there.
competing so much, so maybe she just wanted
Mhm.
a break.
Yeah, she went over to Europe and did a bunch of shows over there
Mhm.
right after the Olympia, so maybe she's ready for a break. I knew Jordan, sorry,
And then I
Brannon.
wonder if
Yeah.
Oh, Jordan
my
Brannon.
favorite Victoria,
Yeah,
she
I
applied.
expected to see
I was
her.
expecting to see her because she's kind of was like really is the buzz this year.
Yeah, I was expecting to see
I
her
wish
too.
we could see who applied. That would be
I
so
Oh,
know.
I
yeah.
cool.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That'd
I
be
know,
neat.
and, I mean, I was like when they throw a wild card in there, and I don't know that maybe Tiana's the wild card just
I
because
think she's the wild card probably.
yeah, which I always kind of root for those people because,
I thought
The
maybe
dark horses,
Ulia too.
Julia
I
would have
thought
been a
maybe
great
Ulia Baba,
addition.
is that how you say it? I thought maybe she
Yeah.
would
Yulia,
be on
yeah.
there because she's really been competing and getting better at each show too.
She's really high on the points list too. I mean, she would have
Yes.
been really competitive there. And we didn't see obviously Maria Costa. I expected to see her.
I think
But
she
she just might
announced
be
that
having
that
a
was
break.
like, yeah, I think her last show she announced that she was having a break. Cause I was the same way. Like when I was looking at the list, I was like, I feel like there's people missing. And I remember when I was looking and I was like, oh, okay. And then I remembered she said, I can't remember what her last show was. She said
And
she's
then like none of the Atlas girls, I didn't see like Evie, I didn't see
Evie. I was thinking Evie too.
brothers.
Ariana,
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Ariana, yeah.
Ariana.
and
Yeah.
then his other girl,
Oh, the one we always get stuck on her name.
yes, it's really
Yeah.
muscular. It's like
Yeah. I love her.
but she's oh gosh.
My memory
But
is
I
so
was
bad
surprised
though.
none
Oh
of
my God.
those were on there.
I know. I know. I guess they can only pick, I mean, how many is on this list? 2,
12.
4. Yeah, they can only pick 12. That has to be
I
so
wonder
hard.
how they make the decision. Like, how do they, like, is it a voting process? I wonder how they actually come up with
I think it's on like stats too of like how people are doing maybe. I don't really know.
I don't really think it is
I
though,
don't know,
because
because
if
with
you look
Phoebe
at
not
some of
competing, it's kind of like, I wonder,
Phoebe's grandfathered in though for winning, I thought. She's like
oh, because of
automatically
the UK?
invited. Yeah, because she won the UK.
I don't know that it works like that because I think she was still not sure. I think she was probably like very high on the list of people that they would take, but like I know obviously Laura Lee and Ashley automatically because they've both won it before. So
Oh,
I don't know.
Ashley has won it before?
A long time
Mhm.
ago, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
several times, I thought.
Yeah, that's where she turned pro actually because she's from Ohio.
That's right.
So yeah, it's going to be really interesting. I'm very excited. Um so yeah, any other Arnold thoughts or opinions if you guys could maybe predict who. Oh, and of course, our Bikini Olympia champion is not on there.
Right.
Maureen.
Yeah.
I just want to see her compete more. Like,
I know.
I
She's very
know.
quiet. She's not, yeah. So
But
who
it
do you
looks like
guys
she's
think?
in like Europe. She's in Europe right now.
Europe or
yeah.
Bali or something, yeah.
Somewhere
Mm.
Yeah,
fun.
I
It
just
always
want to
looks
see her
like
compete
she's
more. Like, the thing is, like, she's the standard, right? So it's like, okay, well, let's like give people the chance to like, compete against. I don't know, but then I think that's like she has the most to lose, right? Of anybody.
Yeah, that's true. She's
So
Mhm.
I don't know what
yeah.
I would do if it was me, but I
I
don't
mean,
know.
I think when you said, I'm just gonna scream this out, but I think if I'm going top 4, I'm going not in any order. Laura Lee, Amy, Ashley, and Ashlyn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
think that's
voting.
gonna
I'm
exactly what
be,
voting
I would
Amy.
pick.
and then I'm gonna go Phoebe 5th.
I
Okay.
like that. Yeah.
I think Amy's gonna win. Amy Delgado. I just have this feeling.
She's been on fire.
I feel like it's gonna be
I feel like she's
Ashley.
got the momentum. I love Laura Lee and I want to see her come back so badly. But I think that I think she's gonna take it.
Oh, it's gonna be great.
Well,
Yeah,
it's up for grabs. Like it's no, but right now
I
the
know.
reigning
That's why I put
champion
Yeah.
those 4 up there.
isn't.
It's like
But I think it
who's
will just be nice to see Laura Lee, like just shine again. Like I think we all just like our hearts sank for her, like at the Olympia. So I think even a second place would be,
Right.
a really good, comeback for her. So
Mhm.
I don't know. We'll see. It's gonna be so exciting. I mean, I'm gonna be like watching cheer and then looking at my phone, trying to keep track. So yeah, so that's the biggest thing that we're going to talk about today. And then going over to the IFBB Pro schedule is out for 2026. And then we have some rules for the IFBB Pro Fit Model, which we did not know what they were going to say as far as like, were there going to be changes to suits? What was, the standards going to be as far as, what they were looking for. And then, of course, the big one, which is stage time. So Meaghan, as our reigning
Pulling it up.
Fit Model Pro, what are your
Oh,
thoughts on all of the above?
yeah. So I guess when I heard about that, um the first thing I wanted to do was just kind of step back and think, because the biggest thing is the 10 seconds, right? So we're, as pros, we are just allowed pretty much a front back, and that's the initial and the comparisons. And at first I wanted to hear what other people were thinking or saying, and a lot of the talk that I heard was that everybody was very upset, and it just really was kind of a slap in the face and disappointment, and that it's really not helping to make Fit Model what it needs to be, and to be kind of an equal member of the IFBB Pro family. And here's the thing. A lot of people say, I'm not going to work this hard and put my body through all of this stress just for 10 seconds. But I see it very differently. In my opinion, I don't work all that time and grind and go through the training and the diet and everything just for those 10 seconds. I don't. I do this whole process because I love bodybuilding, and I love that whole month, week long process. So I'm not doing it just for 10 seconds. So for 10 seconds, to me, that's fine.
Yeah.
I feel like if you have what you need, and you've got that confidence, and you have the physique, and you meet you meet the criteria, 10 seconds is all you need. You get up there, you do your thing, you show your confidence, and that's that. And coming from someone who, honestly, in all honesty, I don't like posing. Posing is not my thing. So I am fine to just say 10 seconds, great. I go up there, I do my front, I do my back, and then I'm done. That's all I need. And to me, I don't feel slighted. I don't feel that I was dealt an unfair hand. I mean, I think that there's going to be, just like every other division within the pro league, and even in the amateur level, things evolve. Our fit model, segment of within this entire process will evolve, and maybe at some point they will increase the time. But right now, I think it's a great start. I'm just glad that we are in the IFBB, that there is a fit model category, and I feel honored to even be on that IFBB Pro stage. I'm not going to complain about 10 seconds. To me, it's not really worth it to me. So that's my 2 cents on that.
Yeah.
Again, I think like you go up and you're doing your routine, but that's only part of it. When the comparisons, like you could be up there, like the last show I did, we were up doing comparisons. It was like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Call these numbers out, put us back. Okay, I want to see you again. The routine wasn't even, that was fast. Comparisons, it was, you're gonna shine, you're gonna be up there. And like you said, it's the whole process of a prep, like who it makes you become as a person. Like each prep, I think you kind of learn something, change. I kind of keep a journal of it. And that small amount of time on stage is like, but I can understand both sides. So where it can be a little, offensive, like why you might feel less than because they're getting less time than, bikini. So I get that too, but I think like you said, let's just start somewhere and then see. It might not work. They might say, yeah, this isn't long enough, or it works fine.
Yeah. I
Right. And
agree.
I think
I
as it becomes more
100%.
popular, and we get our names out there more, and there's more shows, things may change, but I really honestly think that, and I always remember Sandy saying this, like the longer you're on stage, the longer we find something wrong with you. So, and I guess that's part of what what my mind is going to. And I think that with Fit Model, they are trying to keep it separate from bikini. They're trying to make, the suits still stay different. They still have the coverage of the glutes a certain way, and the time that you're on stage and the routine is different. And that's okay for me. I want to be separate from bikini because I'm not bikini. And so I think that if they're doing this as a means to keep it a separate entity and there's no blending, then I'm okay with that, because I think it's important to keep both divisions separate and to not have them mesh. So if this means doing it this way, then I support it fully.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think the judges are going to make sure they see what they need to see. And like Julie, you're right, like those comparison rounds are where everything
Yeah.
happens. I mean, and they can do whatever they want. Like they bring out that first group of however many girls, they could turn you 4 times. Like,
Right.
so you get a lot of stage time there. But I
And
think
moving
like,
you around, and it just
yeah, and then bringing you back out for comparisons. Like I remember being on stage at I'm not going to say what show it was because I don't want to call out any judges, but there was a pro show that I did, and the girl before me did a really long routine, and the judges were just like, "Come on," like it's like they had seen everything they needed to see. There wasn't any need to be, like the front pose and the back pose and the transition pose, and we're good, but it was like all this extra fluff and flair, and I think that's great for fans, but really like, I think fans of bodybuilding, like they want to see the competition. They want to see this girl compared to this girl. And I think with Fit Model, I don't want to jump ahead to nationals yet, but if we look at this year and we look at everybody who's gotten a pro card and we've looked at what Masters Pro Fit Model looks like, holy moly, do we ever have just a box of chocolates as far as different bodies. So it is not going to do me any good to see one person by themselves. It's not. We got to see everybody together.
I agree.
So I think that's maybe part of it, but I think initially it was just a bunch of like complaining, like, well, we're slighted again. And they just, I'm like, why do you feel that way? Like, I don't think this division should be or is looked down as any less than any other division in bodybuilding. I think when people speak that way, I'm like, is this how you feel about it? Because I don't think it's going to be, any less valued or prestigious than any other category. And I think we're going to see it really build the NPC and IFBB. So I think it's fascinating, incredible, and I think I can't wait to watch it. But I think it's different, and we do need to see more of a comparison than just an individual. So
I think it's nice to see just where bikini's gone. I think it's nice to see this division to where women can come in and they're fit and they're working out, and probably how I looked when I first started, and not having to like push the size and push. I mean, even I know this year I have to put on more size. I mean, I don't have to, but everyone else is going to be, and it will make me better. And bikini, it's very, very muscular now. So I just think it's going to be so nice. I get excited to see it on stage and who they're picking.
yeah.
I watched nationals, like the whole thing, because I just was really curious because I'm coaching now and seeing what they're looking for. And Tyler picking it was interesting. And it's going to be all different body types because everybody has a different body type. So it's just like we still haven't. I don't think we've really found the look.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it definitely varies. If you look at the people that are winning this whole year, it definitely there's a wide range of appearances and physiques and conditioning and all of the muscle development and what's accepted. And so yeah, I think they're still fine tuning it, and that's okay because every division has to start somewhere, and this is how we learn more, and this is how we get to be better. And we want bodybuilding to grow. We want this community to grow. And so, having more entry access for people, which may be Fit Model as opposed to bikini in terms of just muscularity and so forth. This can't be bad. To me, it's just opening more doors, and we should just keep riding the wave. I don't think
I
complaining.
think it's good. For some, it's like start here.
Right.
And then if you love this sport, then in a year or two, you can go try bikini.
Exactly.
I think it's great because a lot of women at the beginning of the year were pretty discouraged, thinking
Yeah.
like after last year's nationals, how muscular everyone was getting.
Yes.
Mhm.
And
Well, and
I was even somewhat on the fence about Fit Model when it first came out. I thought, no, I'm bikini tried and true, and this is what I want, and this is what I most feel like I aligned with. But being a
Mhm.
natural, lifetime natural athlete, and I'm 46 years old, it makes it so that I wasn't able to build. And I think that most women who may be in my position, either older or younger, who feel the same way I do, this is the perfect way to get in. And I think that complaining about times doesn't do really anything. It's like arguing with the ref.
Mhm.
Where does that ever, like my
It's like,
kids
no,
play
these are the
soccer?
rules of the
When
game.
has that
yeah.
when has that ever helped you to argue with a ref? Is he ever going to change his call, his or her call? No. So
Yeah.
let's just
No.
go with it. Let's just keep working and growing. And if it's meant to evolve, it will evolve and people will get more stage time. But right now, I'm fine with 10 seconds.
Right. It's
Yeah.
like when Fit Model first came out, so many people were like, it was a negative thing. It's like, oh, you're not good enough for bikini. It's like, no, that's not what this is. And I feel like sometimes things get clickbaity. And it's like, if I can put these words here and say this stuff about it, more people will watch your channel, more people will like
Mhm.
want to know about it. But the thing is, you have these new athletes that's just like you said, Meg, like, you know, they're coming into this sport and they're like, oh, I don't want to do Fit Model. It's no, Fit Model is great for you. You have coaches telling you Fit Model is great for
Uh-huh.
you. But then you have like negative like opinions or negative connotations around it. Well, now that's kind of died down, right? That's died down a lot. Oh, well, now we're going to
I
go
think
back up.
so. Now I think a lot more
Yeah.
are going to Fit
I
Model.
think
Well,
so
and now
too.
it's like the 10 seconds. It's like now we're back to the negative. It's
Mhm.
like,
Right.
no, who in their right mind, what competitor in their right mind preps for their routine?
Right.
Nobody. So it's just another thing
Least
to
favorite
kind of
part.
it's another thing to kind of just complain about, whine about. It's like, okay, it might evolve, it might change, just like the suits might change, they might stay the same, just like bikinis change. It's like you just take it and just
Yeah.
go. It doesn't have to be negative. You don't have to have like all this like negative opinion about it. Just keep your opinion to yourself sometimes. And it's like, yeah, this sucks. It's unfair. Move on. Move on.
Right. And it's honestly, if you love it, like we all love it doesn't matter. Like
Yeah.
I do this sport because I love it. It's my saving grace. It has really saved me from really dark times. I just get down in my basement, and even if I'm doing one move, it's one move, but it's enough just to kind of get me out of whatever I'm in. And in life, you're going to have really hard chapters and you're going to have easy chapters, but it's during these hard chapters that I found bodybuilding has saved me. So I'm not doing any of this just for that one glam day. Like that, it's so much deeper than that.
Oh,
I kind
yeah.
of like how you said glam day.
It is. Like,
Which I
and
don't even like anyway.
I know. I feel the
Give me
same way. Like,
sweatpants,
I
man.
try to love it, but it's so stressful of like,
It
oh, the
is.
hair and the everything's gonna be so perfect and your routine. And, I trained so hard in the gym and it was, they're not the prettiest days when you're kind of good. That's what it's all about though, and then you gotta
Mhm.
then you gotta actually compete, right? And I love comparisons. I love competing, but that routine, it is sort of, you do feel pressure to do more. And, pro bikini, there's girls who have these elaborate routines, but I say this to my posing clients all the time. And I don't coach any pros. They're all NPC athletes, but I always say like a judge is never going to be like, I really wish that routine had a little bit more. Like, could you flip your hair maybe? Like, no one is going to say that because it's not going to help them see what they need to see. So, I think
Yeah,
it's just,
mine was one of the shortest probably of the masters. And the first thing Sandy said to me after was loved
Thank
your
you.
routine. We
Yeah.
noticed
yeah,
you right away. You were everyone's first call out. I was like, oh, and
yeah,
it's basically my NPC routine
hmm
with like a little more sass and slower.
yeah, yeah. I think short and sweet. And I think,
Yeah. No,
yeah, I mean, we're going to see sort of what happens. And then obviously we're going to have our very first Olympia for Fit Model. So we talked about this before we hit record. And from what we can see, the criteria or the qualification will be win and you're in. So no points, right? We're
Right.
100% sure on that.
For Fit Model. Yeah.
Yeah. So there are 6 Is that right, Meg? You have the count, right? 19?
Well, I thought there were 20. We said 23
23.
total. 23
My
total.
memory's
And then I
so
think it
bad.
was maybe about half of that had a
Okay.
master's division. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
were it was 15 the other day though. They just added more.
Oh.
Chili.
Girls, I will tell you, I tried to open my garage door with my PIN number this morning, so we don't need to be asking me to remember. I can remember anything. It's terrible.
I can top you on that early, not to get off topic.
What
I
did
sent
you
in
do?
my my check for the store, like that I own, the rent check,
Yeah.
and I did everything, but I didn't put the amount on the check.
Oh,
And she sent a picture to me. I was like,
oops.
wow, that was prep brain.
I'm not even
I
eating
go,
prep,
I go,
so
well, you can write it
it's
in. Sorry.
hormones.
So you didn't write it
Um,
in either, like the amount you just signed a blank check, essentially.
Oh, that could have been bad.
Could have been really bad, huh?
That could have been really bad.
Mhm.
Oh, shoot.
Oops.
We're going to be okay, girls. We're going to make it.
We'll make it.
Okay, so 22 pro fit model shows.
So I think it was 23.
23.
And then about half were masters.
Yeah. And so with our Masters Olympia location and date to be determined, same thing, win and you're in. So here's what I don't love about that is, let's say you do get yourself an Ashley Kay or an Amy Delgado of Fit Model, and they do every show. And how many people are going to be in the Fit Model Olympia? Like, that's, to me, I think that might be a problem.
I didn't think about that.
So, I mean, and you do see, like, I mean, there are bikini athletes who compete a lot, but at Fit Model, you know, I know girls who did every national show and shows in between, and they were popping up all over the place. You know, 9-10 shows. So if that's
Same with the Masters bikini girls.
Is
Mhm.
that
There's some that were
count?
qualified 4 times, still doing
Yeah.
shows.
Does that count? The 23, is that international as well?
Yes, because the first one
Oh,
is
wow.
Japan. The first show is in Japan. And that's
Yeah,
February
so
28th. And then we have Wasatch, which is April, and that does have a Masters. So your first Masters show would be in Salt Lake. So that's the Wasatch
Can they
Warriors.
add them like whenever?
They can.
Yeah, as
Yeah.
far as I know. And then there's Emerald Cup, a lot of West Coast stuff. But there are, so I think one of the major issues with those, there's not a lot of East Coast, but there are. So you've got like the Pittsburgh Power Fitness Pro, that's in May. And then there's a bunch in Florida, which I know, but it looks like they just did add something. It looks like Gary added a, in Lancaster, Pennsylvania,
yeah.
the Pennsylvania Muscle Pro. And then there's also one right in my home. There's one in Pittsburgh, of course, the Pro Masters, which is after, North Americans, right? And then they did add another Gary show in York, Pennsylvania. And then it looks like they added one in Towson, Maryland, where I grew up. Gary is hosting it.
That's
It's
cool.
the 2026 Maryland Night of Champions Pro, and they have a Masters over 40. And that's
Oh,
like,
wow.
yeah, that's November though. That's November of 26. So yeah, and Gary seems, he's just the best. I mean, he is adding a lot along like within Virginia. Like there's one in Alexandria now that had just popped up. The one in Towson, like I said, and then a bunch in Pennsylvania. So Gary is he's doing great with it. So I'm really happy.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Does
Yeah.
the Puerto Rico one have Fit Model Masters?
I'm gonna look. See.
It
Oh,
should
wait.
be in April. It's Tim
No.
Gardner's. No, because he said
No.
all division masters, but that
So
might
there's
not be.
only 2 in April, it looks like. Oh, sorry, pardon me, 3. So there's the Wasatch, like I said, Emerald Cup in Washington, and then Girl Power. They have that one's in Florida on April 25th. Those are the only April shows for Fit Pro,
Okay.
Fit Model Pro.
Okay, cool. Well, it'll be interesting to see if they start to see that impacting, or maybe they want that first Olympia to be smaller. I don't really know kind of what that looks like. I know obviously they've changed the location now. It's at the Palms, right?
Yeah.
In 2026. So yeah, that will be interesting. The other rule change, and I don't know if you noticed this, Julie, but for pro bikini, only top 10 will do routines at finals
Saw
at
that.
all pro shows.
So not the
Cool.
15, right? And then the 16 forever. It's more just
Top 10.
top 10.
Yeah.
And that was
So,
always like that.
I mean, it's not. I went to it's the
Olympia has always been the top 10.
right, but it I think show to show, it just depends on it's the promoter's discretion.
Yeah.
Sometimes they do top 5, sometimes they do whatever, they do everybody, so it just really
Shout out
depends.
to Spectrum, the show I just did. We had pre-judging, and then it went right into finals.
That's the COVID era.
It was
I
the
love that.
coolest. I was like,
COVID era.
this is
Pre-judge
heaven.
right to finals. That was the best.
And they
Yeah.
treated, like, if you have a chance, any of you as a pro to do, they treated the athletes so amazing. It was
Yeah.
really, really a cool experience.
That's
But I love
awesome.
that. The
Yeah.
prelim, finals.
That
That's
is
So,
really
like, we
cool.
all did our routines. The finals was really just, like,
Right. You don't have to wait
they
around.
showed the athlete. They lined us all up.
So when
And
they
then
did that, then did they like they did bikini and then they did bikini finals right away, or did they
they
have?
did all the masters,
Oh,
then they
okay.
did all the open, and then they started finals. So they had all the masters then come out, and then they only called the top 6 of us. And
Oh.
then for open, same thing. They just called the top 6 winners.
Oh, okay.
And
So
you
didn't
just
even
we
did
had
repeat
done, like, a
masters,
again.
correct, Jules? You just competed
I
in
did both just because
Okay.
it was all at the same time. So I
Yeah.
didn't get last all out in the open.
That's good. Yeah.
At least
So
I think
those
I'll stick
open
with
girls. I
stick
don't
with
know about those.
masters. I'll stick with masters from now on.
I was gonna say that's definitely. I'll never forget when I first was I was working with Lana with posing, and I said, should I do the open fit model or just do like 35 and sorry. I did 40 and 45, and she, in all honesty, she was like, "You need to stick with masters." I was like, "I appreciate the honesty."
Mhm.
Speaking of Lana, she had made a post saying that she was like starting a new era, and there's a lot of people buzzing that she's switching to fit model this year now after
Yeah.
she
That'll
did
be
the Ben
exciting.
Leader.
That
She
would
made
be
a
the
post that
talk.
said it said like end of bikini era or like start of a new era. It was like a picture and then it was like a little like comment that said that. So there's like a lot of buzz saying that she's done with bikini and she's going to fit model.
That's something good to talk about. Do you guys know any other like bikini pros or people that you know that are going into fit model now?
I mean, Janet Liu's done like posing, but she's never announced
Yeah.
anything.
I don't think she'll come back to you.
I'm really hoping that Lauren Dana Miller comes back because I adore her. And I think
Yes, she would be so. And they always told her like get more muscle. I used to follow her YouTube.
me too. So did I.
Yeah.
Natalie Matthews. My fit
Oh
vegan
yeah, the
chick.
vegan
Oh, the
athlete.
vegan.
I
I
would
love
love
her.
to see her back as a fit
Yes.
model. She would kill it. She's doing really. I follow her too, but she's doing a lot of like the CrossFit.
Hybrid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all that.
Oh,
And the running
yeah.
and the biking and. But I mean, she and Lauren.
She
I
would
would
be
love to see
so
them.
good.
So it's like
Yeah.
the Monday going into the show when they have to have their contracts in and they release it. We'll all be like, who's
Who's on
switching?
it? I know.
Who's
It'll
on
be
it?
exciting.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
That'll be-
because you don't just have the people who just got the Fit Model Pro cards. It's going to be like
Yeah,
any
it's your
like
bikini,
people
your
that we
old
haven't
bikini
seen.
girls. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait because I'm a historian, so I'm going to be like, I know that
know.
name. So that'll be
Well, with
so
Lana,
exciting.
I do think that she does have fit model in her future, but like part of me has this like thought, like, oh my gosh, what if she's pregnant? Like I would love for her to be pregnant.
Oh, I didn't think
Oh.
about
Or
that.
if she just wants to
Yeah.
try. Mhm.
Yeah.
I know she
Oh,
was.
I was listening. Did you see that another random gossip that Daraja's?
Yep.
I'm really
Yeah.
excited that she's coming back.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
coming back. Yeah, that'll be great to see
Mhm.
her. And she's with a new coach now. So
Mhm.
And she's doing posing coaching now. She's starting her own posing coaching business.
She's
she
had it.
always did. I think she
Yeah.
just
I
shut it
love it.
down.
Yeah, they have a good podcast that
Yeah.
reformed or
Refined strength. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's had her own posing even before she had the baby. She had her own posing thing, and then she had the baby, and then I think kind of Lana, because when she was with Team Pro Physique, like I got hooked in with Daraja at first, but that was before Lana did posing, and then when she started having the baby and was off of it, then Lana kind of picked up, and then I went with her. So yeah, she's always had that. But
I have
think
her
it's just really
ebook,
picked up.
like her posing
that's cool.
ebook, and it's
Oh,
really
cute.
good. Yeah. So yeah, that'll be. And she looks amazing. Like I'm always like
Yeah.
impressed with how much muscle like people keep if they because that was not my experience when I was pregnant. Although I just don't know if I was paying attention, like, because it was so long ago. But now I feel like when pros step away and have babies, like it's like they manage to keep, that muscle. And I think, we focus so much on losing body fat, but like a huge piece of being successful in the sport is like that muscle maturity, muscle density. So even just getting strength training when you're pregnant is, vital. So it just makes them even
Mhm.
more women that we look up to even more, that they're returning to the stage. So I will be really excited to see her next season for sure. Or whenever
Yes.
whenever she returns, we'll see. But she's looking awesome. So
Yeah, she's
um,
very strong.
yeah. So, quick little segue over to nationals because we had our final our pro qualifier show of the year, and the bikini girls were looking really crispy and really jacked. And then we had a fit model winner, which I've got to pull her up and
Yeah, I'm
remember her name.
pulling her up too because I can't
Okay,
read.
I
Well,
loved
I
her
mean, she's
look.
a model.
She's
Oh, she's
stunning.
She
gorgeous.
was stunning. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
I mean,
Well,
I,
that's
I
the
was
thing.
looking through her page. I was like, wow. I mean, but
I
this kind of
know.
like what we want is someone
Yeah.
that's like a model and like they said they're looking almost like the influencers, which she is, and like is
She was
always fit year
beautiful.
round and can just put a bikini on, and it was like everything came together. It was a beautiful
She
presentation.
yeah, she has these like just slight kiss of like tie-ins, but like not really, just like nice and pretty. Whereas like compared to the bikini girl, like I mean, it was such a dramatic
How
difference.
old is that girl,
I
do
don't
you
know.
think?
Which
She
one?
looks
The fit model girl?
I would say in her
Mhm.
20s. I don't know
20s.
though.
Like, I'm
Yeah,
always
she's
kind of
okay.
impressed by that. Like, she had pretty muscular legs. So I
She
was like, I wonder if
did.
she
Maybe
was
she's
a
a soccer player or something.
soccer player or something in high school or college.
Yeah.
It's so young to me. I'm like, oof.
Faith is her name.
And then college
Faithlyn
or
Durla is her name. Yeah. She
Yeah,
was
I mean,
the
she's
overall for fit
just that.
model.
Well, that it factor is something that is a huge piece of it. And I think what makes it hard and why people are mad about it is because it's like so subjective. And we can argue it exists in other categories as well, because even in men's physique, like, when all the guys look the same, somebody who's got an eye-catching look and, all that matters. And we know in bikini, it plays a role as well. So I think that's where, people are just sort of like, well, I don't really get it. And it's like, well, I mean,
it's not, it
she's
just is what it
absolutely, it
is.
is what it is.
Mhm.
Like, she's absolutely stunning. And maybe that's hard for some people to, um, do anything with because you can't like directly control that. You can bring your most confident, beautiful self, and somebody else is going to edge you out because they've got more of that it factor. But I think you can also work on that and have that confidence and that like star quality. It just takes time and practice and all that good stuff. So I've always admired when the young girls have it because I'm 45 years old still trying to find my like star quality. And so
Oh, please stop.
it doesn't get any easier, especially when you
Mm.
can't remember your garage door code.
There's just too
Um,
much going on right now.
yeah.
And the
You're
Oh,
just a little
holidays, I
busy,
mean,
Joanne.
presents
yeah.
and holidays and teachers and like then my daughter had midterms and it's like, it's too much.
I just sent the last elementary kid, like it was like the last like Christmas party, the last like teacher
Aw.
gifts. It was kind of weird.
Oh, so you won't have one in elementary school next year? All your
No.
kids, middle and high. Oh,
Aw.
wow.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. How many do you have?
4.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So our big thing right now is turning 16. Am I getting a car?
Yeah.
Which to me, it was more the car insurance. I can't believe
Oh my
That's
God.
it's more than a
is it.
car. I
Oh my
mean,
Yeah.
God. It's
for how
yes,
much
it's
car
a
insurance
sin.
is, I could get them a Range Rover. I'm like, what
Mhm.
in the world?
Mhm.
We did that this year, like 2-3 months ago. We got Carson a car and we had to like go through the ringer with car insurance.
Yep.
But even just adding them to mine, if they
Mhm.
wanted to just drive my car,
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
it's
I
so much
know.
money for 2 at the same time. And
Yeah,
boys,
that's right. You have
they
twin
They're
charge
very
boys.
high
more.
risk. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
Mhm.
Yeah,
One
that's
got a discount for good grades. Other not so much.
Oh.
yeah. It's not very much, don't worry.
I know. I was like,
$10.
he felt so
Congratulations.
bad. He's like, it's like,
Yeah,
don't worry.
I know. Yeah, it is just I have one graduating high school, and so, college letters and, finals, and then one going to high school, so choosing her classes, and then one will be 16 in March, so he's ready for a car, and we still have one that believes in Elf on the Shelf. It's just like it's
It's too
such a
much.
mess of
Oh
just
my God,
everything.
yes. You've got all the different ranges. That's a lot. I have to say, the one thing, like with having 3, and my two oldest are boys, and then I have Gwenny, who is 11. She'll be 12 in January. But like she had asked me like over the summer if Santa was real, and I would have said that no, yes, it is real, but I was like, no, it's not, because I just can't keep up this lie. It's too much, and
It's too much.
I can't keep doing this, and I got to move the elf and make sure. I'm like, nope, he's fake. It's all fake. I'm done. Like, I can't. Like the
Everyone's
poor third
fake.
kid. The third kid gets like, like the hand-me-downs and
I
the.
know. Poor
Yeah.
Maverick. He's like,
I
why?
was like,
Why
I
is
can't
the
keep
elf
maintaining
not
this.
moving,
We're done.
Mom? And he just looked at me, and I was like, I don't know.
She's like,
You tell
I'm so
me.
traumatized. I really thought that the elves were real, and I'm like, sorry.
No.
I mean, I think mine knows. She's just trying to
She
play
just
me.
wants you to
Yeah.
do
I'm like,
things.
How old is she again? I can't remember. How old is she again?
Chloe, she's 10.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
at that
But
age.
she's
That's
got
Maverick
4
too.
older siblings. I'm like, there's stuff she knows that,
Yeah.
you
There's a
can't
lot that
believe
they
in
know with the
the
older
elf and then
siblings.
also ask me for a pimple patch. And,
Right.
you can
Right.
build things in Minecraft with your, intelligence. You got to know the elf ain't real.
Right.
I feel like Carson
This
was
is
10 or
creepy.
11.
This is actually very creepy that there's an elf that moves around. Like, let's be real. Like, are you
That's
okay
why
with that?
that's why I never got to do it. So when Carson was little, and I was like, oh, this elf would be cool. It's obviously 6-7 years ago. I was like, this elf would be cool, and I was like, Carson, how would you like if an elf from Santa's workshop visited you? He said that. He's like, that'd be really weird if
creepy.
somebody watched
One of my
me.
boys was
And I
scared
was
of it
like,
too.
I was like, oh, I guess we're never gonna do this, and I just never did the elf stuff.
Oh, you're
Like,
so lucky.
Lucky you,
That's-
man.
I
Lucky
didn't
you.
want to. So I'm like, okay. I kind of wanted to, but now this is 6 years later. I'm like, man, I really got out of that.
Some
You were
people
very
are like
lucky.
over the top. Like I'm in like a Facebook group. I mean, I can
I
leave
see
now, I guess,
them.
It's extensive. Yes. No, this is no joke. It is like a full-time job with this elf. No.
yeah.
Don't do it.
No.
Mm-mm.
I'm ready for that to be over. Well, it is the holidays, so I know we wanted to share our top tips for slaying the holidays. And just
I'm having Christmas party anxiety right now.
yeah, you said that. So you got a bunch of stuff going on, like bunch of social events, and you're
Yeah,
like
and I'm
2
not
weeks
usually
post show, right?
super
Like,
social. I'm
Oh my
in 2
gosh,
weeks
you're in
post show.
oof.
that grilling.
This is like the tightest, like strictest reverse plan I've ever been on. I've usually just been giving like calories, like up on this much and go. Oh, this is like I was still on like very low, and then kind of like carb cycling, like 1 or 2 days he'll bring me up and low. It's like it's hard during the holidays because
Really
right now I'm like
hard.
there's nothing. I'm not competing for a long time, and so it's like
I know.
I've for 3 years I've had these goals, and it's really been easy to stay super strict.
Yeah.
So I'm having anxiety going to a party tonight because it's like a cookie, like everyone brings cookies, and it's gonna be like 70 of people that I know, like, and I want to have a good time, but in the back of our heads, it's haunting a little.
Yeah.
So it's
I
just
get it.
hard.
We get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's helpful for people to know that we struggle too,
Mm-hmm.
because, the temptation, like you're human, and
Yeah.
also
And you're very
having
hungry right now. I mean,
Very
you've been so
hungry.
depleted. Yeah, the depletion. And your brain is telling you that you need to eat, and it's like overdrive, but I know. And then you're nervous. We've all been there. I wonder, do you think would your coach allow like a mini refeed for like this one day and then you work on it? Like, or is it
I
not?
don't know. I did my check-ins this morning, so we'll see. We'll see what he
Okay.
says. But I have self-control. It's like sometimes I'm like, I just want to go like be like a normie, but I know I just can't.
I think we all have felt that way, like almost all the time, because we're just different. Like, and that's what makes us, I think, so close, is like a close knit community with bodybuilding.
And we know
is
like how
because-
bad we'll feel the next day, and like
right. And we know the science behind the depletion, and then if you eat so much, it's going right to fat storage. So then that
Right to
makes
fat
us so
storage.
nervous. we're all there. Yeah. It's hard. It's a really hard time. It's
Yeah.
the whole reversing thing and post show is so hard.
Yeah.
I think something like I like to kind of reinsure with my clients is like one night, like one evening, one Christmas party is not going to derail all the progress you've made. So,
Right.
like, if they let me know, because like
Agreed.
on the check ins, if they let me know like a week or
Mm-hmm.
two ahead of time, like, hey, I have this holiday party in 2 weeks, it's like, okay, let's like do these things leading up to the holiday party. Like, and you'll feel super successful because we completed these things. And then on
Yes.
your holiday party, enjoy like a treat, a drink, whatever it may be. And that way, it's like, it helps a lot of people know, like, okay, I accomplished all these goals. I feel great about it. And now I'm going to like treat myself, right? I know as athletes, like, we don't like to treat ourselves with food, but I feel like as a coach, and then sometimes we have so many holiday parties as athletes, it's like, no, we're going to treat ourselves sometimes. So that's
Yeah,
kind
Yeah.
I
of
told
my way of
all
Realistic.
my
explaining.
check-ins this week for everybody to go extra, use this week to go extra hard in the gym
Yeah.
and really
Mhm.
push yourself and feel like I really killed it this week with all my food, all my workouts, and now I'm gonna enjoy, Christmas Wednesday and Thursday and not feel and then just be right back on track
Right.
Friday.
And then
Yeah.
think of it as you're using like the next day if you get to the gym, you're using all these calories to really lift heavy. And that's gonna just empower you to
Yeah.
lift and get those gains from those extra calories. So it's a good thing. If we can
Yeah.
use it
Yeah.
for that good,
So you're
it makes
saying I can eat the cookies tonight?
you can have it. Yes, I'm fine. I think that would be.
Yeah.
How
It's
about
the
just like you break a little bit off and you have a nibble? Could you do that
Oh,
to like a
Yeah.
Julie,
bunch of
it's
cookies?
the 3 bite rule.
It's
the
Yeah,
4.
three-bite.
It's
yeah.
It's
4.
You don't
4?
have to
Oh, it's
Okay.
four
finish it.
now?
You don't.
It's
Yeah.
always been 4.
I
It's
thought it was
never been
3.
For
I
me,
thought it was
it's more
4.
three.
like the charcuterie
It's 3.
boards will kill me. Like, I love all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like all that picky stuff
So
Yeah.
whenever
over
I'm in
sugar.
prep, and I had to deal with a lot of charcuterie boards at parties, I decided to start making my own charcuterie board, and I'd go like crazy vegetable, colorful,
Like
and
cucumbers.
I'd
And
make
then
it.
just keep
I'd buy
snacking.
like purple cabbage. Like I would go crazy, and then that way I would like bring it, and everybody would be like so happy that I brought it, and nobody like care if I ate or not, and I would just eat
Hmm.
off my charcuterie
Oh
board.
my God.
It's like the best. I did that
Yeah,
so many times.
that is
Yeah.
smart. And I don't drink. I don't
Uh-huh.
drink alcohol. So when I do go to places, like I'll make sure that like I always have a drink, like something carbonated, or like in my Alani, like I'll just make sure that I always have something in my hand that I'm just like taking a sip of. It just makes you
Mhm.
feel good to have something in your hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I think like just, be prepared, and I think do away with the guilt. I think that makes things worse. Like, some people overthink things, or I think setting yourself up for disaster by kind of saying like, I'm just not going to have anything, right? Like that doesn't work. Like,
Right. No.
what if you're there for 5 hours and you don't
Yeah.
have
I'm sure I will be.
Starving.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
yeah,
don't do
you've got to
that.
prepare yourself. And, I think it is the holidays. And so what I do, and I've kind of always done this, is like, if I know I'm going to be going to dinner or I'm going to a party, I like hoard my fat grams. Like, I pull the fat out of my breakfast because I don't
Yeah,
want
I did
to,
that today.
yeah, like I don't want to move my carbs and protein because those are so
No.
vital around my training
Yeah.
and like recovery. But like, usually when you go places, it's what are they going to have? Like fried stuff, fatty stuff, or sugary stuff, right?
Mhm.
And I just try to stay away from just pure sugar. But like, if cheese platter or, like Monday night I went to a dinner and the options were like everything was like even the chicken was really fattening, like because it was at a restaurant. So that I think helps me too, because then even if I went over a little bit, 1 gram of fat is 9 calories versus 1 gram of protein or carbs is 4. So I know like I've got extra like wiggle room. You know what I'm saying? So that's
Mhm.
my strategy. Of course, I'm a coach. I know a lot about food and nutrition, and I can eyeball something and estimate what it's going to do. But I think that's saved me. And then, like we talked about earlier, like I make sure that I have great workouts. And what I think doesn't work is when you don't work out and you don't move your body and then you eat extras and you don't put it to good use. Like I don't want anyone to think that it's like I'm going to burn it off. I think about it like, man, I'm going to have some great lifts tomorrow, because
Yeah.
I ate some cookies or whatever. So
Mhm.
I don't know. I think we're all doing the best that we can, and you don't get this time back, right? Like we were just talking about all our kids growing up. Like, next year my senior might he might be not coming home for the holidays. I don't know. It could be different, right? So
Yeah.
at the same time, like,
Mm.
you know, the holidays are not all about food. They are about memories and family, and just you don't want to be burdened by like just thinking about everything. And oh my God, I ate 5 bites instead of 4,
I know.
right?
Right.
You know, we're gonna make it. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be
Yeah.
awesome.
It's gonna be
It's
okay.
gonna be
It's gonna
okay.
be okay. Yeah. So, anything else to add before we wrap up our first official episode of Bikini Mom Talk?
No, we should have people comment on what
Yeah.
they want us to talk about on the next
Yeah.
one. Anything open book.
Yeah. Yeah, let us
Anything
know.
exciting.
Comment, reach out to any of us. You know, let us know what you think and you know, what you'd like us to talk about. Like anything's on the table. I think that's what makes this so fun. I'm really excited for us to just like have all of our opinions and just to be able to put it all out there. And yeah, I'm excited.
So
Yeah. And
excited.
then don't forget to not only like and comment, but subscribe and share whatever platform that you're on. Share this with anybody that you know. We can absolutely reach out and talk to friends, family, or other competitors, somebody even thinking about competing or just wanting to know more. And like maybe they catch themselves saying, like, oh, I can't do this. I have kids. Like we're all right here who have kids, different ages, and we all accomplish a lot. So
Yes.
Yeah. All right,
Yay,
everybody.
happy
Well,
holidays, everyone.
yes,
Yeah.
happy
happy
holidays
holidays.
and happy New
Thank you so
Year.
much.
Happy New Year.
Yes. All right. We'll see you guys next time.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.